The Your Future, Your Super legislation is currently before Parliament and has been referred to the Senate Economics Committee for review. The FSC has made a submission to the committee, reiterating our support for the intent of the measures in the bill, but highlighting a range of issues which remain unaddressed. In particular, we have concerns about the level of risk associated with the short implementation timeframes set out in the legislation. Draft regulations, which will contain the bulk of the detail around how the new measures will operate, have still not been released for consultation. This makes it virtually impossible for superannuation funds and other impacted stakeholders to fully understand their new obligations and start working now to prepare for the changes that are currently scheduled to commence from 1 July. There are also a limited number of sitting days left for Parliament to consider the legislation. At best, legislation will be passed a matter of weeks before the proposed commencement date. While we don't want to delay the commencement of consumer-focused reforms such as stapling, the FSC and our members urge the government to consider an implementation approach that balances the importance of introducing consumer protections as quickly as possible with the need to get the implementation right. The FSC also continues to call for an approach to benchmarking that provides the right level of nuance to fairly assess fund performance. We believe this should include the addition of a second benchmarking test to allow funds that have failed the test but improved the outcomes they are delivering to re-enter the market and accept new members. We are also continuing to advocate for the ATO's Your Super comparison tool to provide meaningful information to support consumer decision-making, including providing appropriate nudges for members to consider things like insurance cover. The FSC will continue to engage with key parliamentary stakeholders as the legislation progresses to ensure the final package provides the best possible outcomes for superannuation fund members.